right, welcome back, everybody. We have a live stream review that we're going to get into. So our buddy Chris Brown over at WCB Jazz Vinyl YouTube channel has helped produce a reissue that we're going to get into. He is a friend of the channel, he's a friend of ours, but we will hold no punches. We have the Jazz Bums poll up. The poll question is, are you interested in this this new Pepper Adams Quintet GAMMAUT reissue? Yes, no, maybe, not sure. We have 10 votes in already. 70% say yes. So that is interesting. We'll check back in before we get out of here. So let me, before we jump in, let me just share my screen. What we want to do just quickly is go through just like the hype sticker copy real quick. So this is available for pre-orders. This is the Pepper Adams Quintet. Available for pre-order. It ships tomorrow, October 24. I think this is shipping. So we got promos. I know a lot of other people have been showing their promo copies as well. So it's free shipping within the United States. It's $50. There is a link to this in the description. So you can come to this website through that link. It's mastered by Bernie Grunman. It's cut at 45 RPM in stereo. It is a single disc 45. I think it was less than 30 minutes, so they were able to do that. We'll get into that a little bit. And then it's from the 15 IPS Dolby Flat copy, best available source. And I think the story is that they had this copy stereo tape and then a fold down mono, and the original stereo I don't think can be found right now. So they're using a tape copy that's stereo. Plated and pressed at Gotta Groove Records, Stoughton gatefold jacket with extensive tipped in booklet. We'll get into that. And then also it's limited to 2,000 copies. So that's the new reissue we're going to discuss. Then we have the session itself. So, obviously we want to jump and talk about the music. So just quickly, this is Pepper Adams Quintet. The personnel is Pepper Adams playing baritone sax, Stu Williamson trumpet, except on track 4, Carl Perkins piano, Leroy Vinegar bass, Mel Lewis drums. This was released in '57, recorded that summer. And they do a bunch of standards, except they do one Pepper Adams song, Freddie Frew, which is a great track. And then they do this Musin too. So that's the album in a nutshell. So with that said, what do you guys think? Chris, you want to jump in?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's so much to talk about with this one. First, just the music. I really enjoyed the session. It sounds great. I love Pepper Adams. It's been a minute since I've really gotten into Pepper, so who gives a shit? Anyway.
Yeah. Felipe, what do you think?
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to thank Chris. I didn't even know we're getting this copy. I was about to buy one, just popped out of my door. That was very kind of him. And I think this whole release, this whole thing sort of reflects who he is, right? In terms of being careful, methodical, passionate about the music and the presentation of things. 1957 is Pepper Adams' debut, right? So it's his first record as a leader with this amazing West Coast band playing. I just find the music very energetic, and although it's his debut, it just shows how he was in control. He was really in charge of the band and setting his tone. I think it's an amazing session. 5 songs only.
Yeah.
But I think it's a great experience to listen to early Pepper Adams as a leader. And I'm not sure if he was about to join, but he was already playing with Donald Byrd those days, right?
Yeah, he definitely played with Byrd.
Yeah, kept by Bohemia, right?
He played in many sessions with Donald Byrd as his saxophone player, Bird in Hand, Royal Flush, and all those sessions are with Pepper Adams too.
Yeah. I mean, one thing to note, I have my copy behind me, is that the extensive booklet provides a biography, like a 20-page biography of Pepper Adams through his entire life. It has a section on all the sidemen, so you get to know a little bit of background of each of them. It goes into the mode label. Anyway, this thing, I would love every reissue to have this. I mean, it's like an homage to Pepper Adams. It's really wonderful.
It's thick, and it's really great reproduction of everything that the original record had,
Yeah.
plus this booklet. And I mean, I never seen something that done with so much care in terms of and the history and everything. There's no box. There's nothing like no frills. Just all killer, no fillers. There, it's amazing. The way they did it. I expected Chris to do things at a high level. Chris and of course Philip Berman, the founder of GAMMAUT Records, but this topped my wild expectations.
Yeah. And what's cool is in the bio they talk about his influences, and he basically, his like early objective, if I could call it that, is he wanted to play like Parker on the baritone. And it talks about how like when he was in the military, he practiced like 18 hours a day, like going to the woodshed, shedding. And he put his time in, and he played with, I mean, it goes through each city that he lived in, and the jazz group that he got real close with somebody from Ellington's band to start. Like that was like his first interaction where like they brought him, to meet the band. And anyway, it was the insert is really incredible, and it gave me a whole new appreciation of Pepper Adams. I mean, I didn't know much of his background. I have some of his stuff, but I don't know. I really enjoyed the booklet. That was like, I wish like every tone poet had a booklet like that, like describing the session. It was so cool to have that.
The whole package is just about the nicest, most outstanding thing I've ever seen in a record. It's just crazy. Every single bit of it's amazing.
And his music, right? He has a very distinctive tone, right? He's
playing a baritone.
An amazing baritone sax there. And I think it was the Miles biography or Herbie biography they'll talk about Pepper Adams, and I think it was Miles that said that he was one of the few like white players that was never seen as a white player. It was just, he had the feeling of not like a Jerry Mulligan or Stan Getz. He was seen almost, there's no issue with him. Like they never saw him as a white guy playing with us. It was just something different.
Interesting.
Just more,
he did.
I think Miles said that. I think it was Miles.
I don't want to misspeak, but he did come up through like a lot of the old school swing era to bop era bands. I mean, I think he was, he probably was extremely well known. I mean, he must have been to the musicians. But I was thinking like, so baritone, I think that's a key for this, right? And there are tracks where he's like sounding like he's playing bebop, which is great. There's some really killer playing on this by him. And then I was thinking like other baritone sax players, just really quickly, some of the ones that I'm familiar with. You have Leo Parker, who was also like a bebop guy. He was in the Eckstein band. Serge Shaloff, Pepper Adams, obviously. Jerry Mulligan, Cecil Payne. Lars Gulen from Sweden, he also played baritone. And then you have Harry Carney out of Ellington's group, earlier on. But lots of great baritone jazz players from those days.
Pepper's the best, though, in my opinion.
You think?
Oh, I love him. I love Pepper Adams.
Oh, that's a good question.
He's one of my absolute favorite jazzmen, period. I mean, I've got probably 10, 15 of his records. I didn't know what to expect from this one because it's so early, but I was it was great. And he wasn't just playing it's straight up bebop, man. Especially the second tune on the first side is just fire. Just killing it. So it's outstanding.
He might be my favorite. I actually really like Serge Shaloff. I was listening to Blue Surge yesterday. That whole group is wonderful.
But some of them maybe. I think Pepper Adams, I mean among those guys that we're talking about, probably one of the coolest ones, if not the coolest, I think.
So what else? So sonically, Felipe, do you want to talk about just the sound of the record?
I spent quite a good time listening to it. So first off, they decided to go 45, which I think sonically there's a good improvement there. There's a good sonic leap. if you want to put it that way. It's a Bernie Grumman cut. We already mentioned that. But besides that, they really remastered from the best analog tapes, analog source as they could, as they state in the letter, in the whole booklet. They sort of perfected the sound and cut it at 45. I found the record to be very detailed, but at the same time, it's very warm, very inviting. It doesn't sound sterile, doesn't sound like too clinical or surgical. It really sounds like, warm, inviting music, as the session probably was, 1957. I never listened to an original of that one, and probably never look for it. It's not my thing to look for those originals for this type of label.
Yeah.
But I think they did an amazing job here. And as this completion, this whole package, everything works really well.
So they recorded in LA at Radio Recorders, which just sets the scene. I mean, it is a West Coast session at Radio Recorders, who they recorded Parker early on, at least one session, I think more than that. But Radio Recorders in 57, they were recording in stereo. So stereo, the first stereo I've ever seen was 1956, and Tom Dowd brought us stereo gear over to Rudy's and recorded a few Atlantic titles in 56. Then 57, I think, is when Contemporary goes stereo, and everybody kind of goes stereo in 57. I'm sorry if I misspoke.
Yeah.
So this is 57. This is a 57 session. Radio Recorders is recording stereo. This is one of the first stereo sessions. First year stereo was really being adopted. And I thought, I listened to all these old records that, were recorded to acetate, but I thought this sounded fantastic. It makes me just think about how, sonically these reissues for many of these jazz labels are just incredibly good sounding. And this is right up there with those, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a huge improvement. I never listened to an original of this, but yeah.
So you guys want to talk about
the details
modal?
are there. Yeah, just on Heavy Therapy, just on Chroma. Yeah, the piano sounds really good here. Don't have to worry about it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I thought it sounded like a Rudy recording.
Yeah.
Honestly, just because the horns are so.
The trumpet
in your face. The trumpet was nuts, man. Who was playing trumpet? Is it Stu Williams?
Yeah, right? Stu Williamson.
Yeah. Stu Williamson. Yeah. I think it's on the first side. There's those first two tunes are just kind of smoking, right? Yeah. And when he comes in with his solo, it's just like a blast,
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Well, I think he's
pretty cool. Like dynamic change from the baritone. Right?
It is.
It's
just enough to make it a little. But not too much. But I did want to say, so you have Pepper Adams on your left channel, and then Stu's trumpet, if I remember correctly, is right in the center. It's blasting. Yes. So that's another thing. So early stereo, you think hard panning, but I don't think this sounds hard. I mean, Pepper is in the left channel, but
yeah, probably the original cut would be very hard panned.
You think?
Right. Yeah, I mean, just take as an example, Love Supreme, right? It's super hard pan. You get the UH2R, it's not the hard pan. That's what it makes so good.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
My system doesn't reveal that level of detail.
Because once you remaster it, you can play with those things, right? You cannot drastically change it, but you can make some tweaks here and there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sounds a little different, yeah.
Well, this certainly did. And I don't have any Mode records. I did want to just quickly share my screen. So this was Mode Records. I think they were in operation for less than a year, and they put out 30 or so titles. They have a lot of great names on here. It's a West Coast outfit. I've noticed that there's a ton of West Coast jazz musicians. So of course people are going to start recording and renting space and making their own labels, and Mode fits into that tradition. There's a bunch of those small West Coast labels. So this is 57. You have Warren Marsh, Stan Levy, Marty Page, Mel Lewis. Anyway, so you can see also it has a similar style of cover portrait, but there are some cartoonish ones. There's the Pepper Adams. So there's a number of them.
Those are kind of different stylistically to the other ones, and I really like them.
Which one?
The style of this one, right? Like the first ones up there are interesting paintings, but I like the cover of this one better.
Mm-hmm.
And this style, the secondary style there, I guess.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard all these modes, but I've streamed the Warren Marsh. I streamed there's a George Wallington. I've streamed this one. So I've streamed a number of them that I like the players on. Eddie Costa, Victor Feldman. This one's actually really good. This, if I were to get another one, it might be this Victor Feldman one. So, but yeah, it's a cool label, and I mean, I'm into this stuff, so I think it's cool that he reissued it.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure.
This is yeah.
It's you can tell it's a nerd project, man. Like they nerded out on it. Like it's just like every single thing you could want in a reissue, they kind of did. I feel like, including Got a Groove. I think Got a Groove is one of the best plants around.
Yeah,
yeah.
They've been doing great stuff. So that's who. Oh shit! Who else is using them lately? Felipe.
Oh, Jerome's label.
Jerome, yeah.
Yeah. Got a Groove. Yeah, a lot of people are going for them.
What is it? What's his label's name? What's Jerome's name? It's like
Analog Tone Factory. Yes, and then he just put all his last record on Friday.
Yeah, so everybody should go check that out. Analog Tone Factory. So I did want to check back in with the poll. So we had a poll start. The question is, are you interested in the new Pepper Adams Quintet reissued by GAMMAUT? Yes, no, maybe, not sure. We have 42 votes in. 50% say yes, 21% say no, 26% are maybe, and 2% are not sure. We probably didn't need not sure. Maybe probably could have covered that too. But our poll methodology.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a project done with passion, first and foremost, but it does cover everything in a very nice and elegant way. And in a period where like the big labels are just taking over everything, doing all these audiophiles or historical releases, it's super nice to see people like Chris and GAMMAUT doing that, and Time Traveler in a certain scale of being small as well. I think, and doing this such a nice and elegant way. I think it is worth supporting. If you're not sure about it, stream the record, listen to it, and make your own decision. But it's really, really great. Like historically, everything. I was really surprised at the session. I was not familiar with the session. I knew about this record, but I never listened to it.
Yeah,
it was a great surprise, and I truly appreciate what Chris and Philip Berman did here, and hope they release more. And I think our support is crucial for keeping that happening.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah, I have highest recommendations for this. I think if you're into this type of music, this is an awesome reissue to get. Everything about it, total home run. So, so again, we dropped the link to the GAMMAUT website if you want to go check it out in the description. Do you guys want to cover anything else?
Well, we got a comment here from the executive producer.
So Philip himself, yes. Thank you so much for being here, watching us.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah,
we're really excited about this record.
Yeah,
very cool.
Yeah, we're excited to see. Also, what this evolves into. We really that insert is just great. Like I was actually chatting with Chris Brown yesterday on this when I was listening, and I told him, I said, if this didn't have that insert, it would just be like a regular reissue. It would sound great, you'd have the reproduction of the cover, really nice, but that extra level of biography, session detail, they also go into, we didn't mention it, but at the end of it, they talk about the production decision. So like, why did they do 45? Well, they say they A/B'd it. They did test pressings for 33 and 45, and they listened to them, and they felt like the 45 sounded better. So they go into that level of detail as well in the booklet. At the end, there's pictures of the tapes and the contract of the session. I mean, it's really a great little insert. I mean, I expect now for future reissues to have a level of detail like this. I do think it makes it a little different than everybody else. Right?
And the way it's kind of embedded here in the cover. It's not poorly glued. It's like a super nice book.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, and the pages are super thick. I was just, man.
Yeah. Yeah, there's even a picture here at Bernie Grandman's and everything. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
The music surprised me though. I don't know why. I mean, like I said, I love Pepper Adams. It just, I don't know. I was expecting. It's weird. I was reading the Wikipedia entry for it. Did you feel like this was like a super chill, relaxed record? Because I really didn't feel that way.
No, I felt like
No.
the second track, Baubles, Bangles, and Beads,
Yeah.
was burning, and then the last track, Musin, was also burning. Freddie Through, I also feel like that was Pepper Adams' composition. That was, I mean, no, I disagree with that, and
Yeah, I did
I think
too.
it kind of is a standout of the Mode catalog. I've sampled like a number of them, and I don't have it because so. I don't know. I feel like this was a really good one to select as well.
Yeah, I've got one that's like a premiere reissue or something that everybody has. What is that? Eddie Costa? You've seen that one?
Yeah, that one's okay. I like Eddie Costa on Dot, The House I Live In.
Yeah.
Killer.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Should we wrap this up? Okay. So thanks, everybody. Drop a comment. So this was a live stream, so we're not editing it. We'll just leave it as is.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for watching and support this guys because this record is amazing. If you decide to buy it, you won't regret it.
Agreed. See you tomorrow.
See ya.
All right.